Uh, mic check, mic check. I'm definitely cutting the audio in the background. You probably can't hear it because you get the copyright claim on YouTube, and then you can't monetize that shit. Lord, I've been dreaming about the paper. Listen to J. Cole. J. Cole said, "Why you acting like a? If you scared to take a chance, we gonna get rich?" I felt that. I felt that one. I felt that one right there. How about them JMU Dukes? Big night tonight, baby. 25 in the country. Sun Belt champs on deck. Toon, you want to be on camera? All right, I'll get you on in a minute. We chilling. A new live at 5. Hey, and for the people on Twitch, we on Twitch now. I'm gonna fire up the Instagram live. And a new live at 5. I gotta kill that. I gotta kill the audio. I need a second phone so that I can keep my beats playing. I can run the live. Studio is lit, boy. I got extra stuff this week, like new monitor, new mics. I'm gonna set the mic up and I'm gonna go live on Instagram. But if you rather watch on YouTube, if you rather watch on Twitch, if you rather watch on Twitter, I've been doing these live at 5s where we just talk about whatever. New live at 5. All right. Let me get my other mic. Yo, shout out to the good folks at Surfside. Free plug. Just because I love them. They sent me mad Surfsides, and they sent me this JBL speaker. If you know anything about me, my loyalty lies with JBL audio. So when I saw, shout out to Tom over there. When I saw their care package had JBL in it, I'm like, these people get it. They understand what's good out here. And yeah. So new live at 5. I see people pulling up in the chat. At actual 5 o'clock, we'll start this because I need to get my my Instagram running live. What a week, man! I was about to say this is one of the best weeks I ever had, but I don't want to get too crazy. So yeah. But the new studio, like, the setup is hitting different. I got the monitor now right here. My webcam is here. My monitor is underneath it. My MacBook is here. Microphone is here. We are doing it. My mic keeps like muting. The difference between me and the streamers and the influencers is I made it to New York, Market One, actual radio. I have a degree. Like, I didn't have to just use the internet, but thank God for the internet, because we right back. Not going anywhere, bro. I'm building. Man, I see my people in the chat, bro. I love y'all, bro. Like, when I have these meetings and conversations, I'm like, yo, there are people that rock with me. Like their loyalty to me is insane. Oh, and we just got a new drop. Hold up, bro. All right, now I'm fired up, bro. Now I'm fired up, bro. I'm gonna set the mic up real quick. So I just got these mics, right? Yo, Black Friday, like if you are into tech, if you're a creator, when Black Friday comes, oh, and look, now you can see, you know how I say me and Tune share this room? Check this out. This is now you can see it better. That is that's Tune's bougie ass kitty litter. It's automatic. Only because I love her. We got her the automatic kitty litter. She goes to the bathroom. Sorry, I'm telling you a business. She goes to the bathroom and it immediately cleans up after her. I said if you want to be on camera, you could be on. This is Tune's room and my room. We share this room. Jackson has his own room. Obviously, my wife and I got the master bedroom, and Tune and I share this third bedroom, which is my studio. I've had, I think, in the last three apartments, including this one, three bedrooms because I always need a workspace. And before my son got, was born and got his room, I needed a guest room. So, all right, now we're going live on Instagram as well. And let me make sure this mic is connected. Let's see here. Yo, I'm gonna put this here, and I'm gonna try and get the new mic connected right now. What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Happy blessed Friday to everybody out there. Love y'all. Like, love is for real. Like, people people hitting me like miss you, bro. People hitting me like, yo, is this mic check as I'm talking? Are you hearing this in this mic? Or are you hearing this in the iPhone mic? Now it's the iPhone mic. And these are dope, right? Like they got the magnet on them. You just put it on you like this and you can clip it. Okay, I saw someone said mic off. Do you hear? Does the mic sound the same, or do I sound like I'm on the mic now? This blue light is lit up, so it should be on this mic. Let me know if you hear the sound quality difference. Oh, Tune, your food ready. I don't know if the mic picked up that sound, but that's Tune's automatic feeder, which goes off live at 5. So hey, welcome in. We are live on Twitter. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. Now we're live on the gram. And you know, Mike is good, bet. So like I just gotta thank people because it's Friday. It's a blessed Friday, right? I was just saying in the chat, this is the best week, one of the better weeks I've had in a long time. Not ever. You know how people they OD and they be like best week ever. It's not the best week ever. Best week ever is gonna be when I hit $1 million. Best week ever is when I can like, move into a big ass house with my family. Best week ever is when my talent is actually realized and I sign with a huge company that's like, yeah, yeah, we get it. So, couple things here. I want to drop something right now. Um, let's see how this will work. Okay, we got this. It's Friday. No, see, Dave goes, best week is when you had your child. Do you have kids? That's not the best week. That's like the best moment when like when my son was born and I heard my son's cry. I cried tears. I never had water come from my eyes. Like, remember when the national anthem hit during that Broncos game and No Sean Moreno just cried like tears straight down? Shout out to No Sean, Middletown South Shore Conference. Like when my son was born and I heard his wah for the first time, I just like wept and like, but it wasn't the best week ever. You know how hard it was? Like, bro, it was hard to get out of the hospital. And then once I got home, I was like, this is hectic. Having your kid isn't the best week ever. You guys are bugging if you think. My kid is 2.5 now, 2 and 7 months, going on 2 and 8 months. So for people that don't have kids, that's something I was talking about. Someone was talking about on the stream last night. It's like, I'm tired of talking to people that don't have kids. And I encourage y'all to not have kids. Like, live your life and do what you got to do. But I'm tired of like talking to people that don't have kids about having kids. It's a club that you're not in and you're not supposed to understand. And I'm done talking to people about like what it's like to like raise a child or have a child that don't get it. All right, here it is. Week 14, NFL Wrap.
94.7 The Block and our sister station 101.9 WFAN present the quickest New York football preview with WFAN weekday evening host Keith McPherson.
I got one more for 1 minute, man. Thank y'all for listening. New York football's trash. I couldn't think of a synonym. Let's start with Dart. The way he plays is not smart. I guess he won't learn until he ends up on the cart.
Wow.
Speaking of carts, what's up with Abdul Carter? They had to bench him again, son. You are not the starter.
What?
Thinks he's Darth Vader, man. You are not the father.
What?
Rookie contract couldn't be much larger.
Damn.
Fire Joe Shane and get a win on the bye now. Here comes the team from MIAMI now. Last week, the Jets were able to fly high. Now their advantage again will be the weather outside.
Yeah.
Them Florida boys gonna be cold when they land. The Jets' whole game plan, stop Devin A-Chan. And if they can, somehow they'll get a win. I gotta close with my Monday night pick again.
After back-to-back L's, they can't lose to LA. Jalen Carter won't play, but Justin Herbert's okay.
2-8-4 teams looking eye to eye. Philly takes the win and their fans take over SoFi.
Perfect. Bro, I do this, bro. We're going to play it again, though. And do I got the sound effects over here? Bam, 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 bam. Ben Ballion said, turn the sound up. We gonna run it back. we gonna run it back. And I know in StreamYard they have sounds built in. Applause. Yeah, there go the applause. I need to build in an air horn. Let me put a note. More sounds. Let's see. Applause. Explosion. Gunshot. Why would I need a gunshot? Siren police. I want to. I want an air horn. I want something simple. I just want an air horn. So, week 14 NFL Wrap, and I submitted that earlier. Shout out to Skip. Skip Dillard, the program manager at 94.7 The Block. Super solid, bro. Appreciate you. You guys, if you've been following me, have been following along as I've been kicking those raps. And they've been, doing their thing a little bit. I love when people hit me up and they're in their car and they're like, yo, I just heard your rap. Yo, this is you? I'm like, yeah, who else you thought it was? Of course it's me. So, yeah, I'm gonna get to you guys in the chat too. I got YouTube up, Twitch up, Twitter up, and we're gonna run it back, and I'm gonna make the volume louder. Let me see Instagram. Was it? Let's see. Oh, it overrode Instagram. It overrode Instagram. It killed my Instagram live, y'all. I know y'all see the hoodie. I know y'all see the hoodie, bro. How about the Dukes, bro? Number 25 in the country. Madison, James Madison. We are the Dukes of JMU. Not me, though. I left. I transferred out. Let's see. We're telling your followers that you started a live, but I think I can't play the... I don't think I can play the audio. I don't think I can play the audio from the rap without it overriding. Okay. Instagram is starting to load up. And the thing is, like, with StreamYard, StreamYard is good for landscape But I'm about to turn the volume up on my mic. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Okay, I'm just making sure it's not gonna like really peak. And let's see, can I get this Instagram right? Can I get this Instagram right, bro? Can I get this Instagram right, bro? Toon, what's the deal? What's the deal, Toonie? We're gonna get another tape, and I'm gonna rap some of it. Honestly, I make these raps so quick. I don't even remember them. I don't know them, so I can't even rap along. I cook these raps up like every Friday. I get up in the morning, I drink my coffee, I have something to do. Shout to Chef Mamba 24 in the Twitch chat. My Twitch is weak, but a couple people reached out to help me fix that. We're gonna start getting it cracking on Twitch. Karan says YouTube is always on point. Keith, we need more of your DJ stories. DJ Mac Diesel. Y'all don't even know, bro. This is what I was supposed to do for a career. This is what my passion was. I was supposed to be a New York DJ. I was supposed to, when we were doing the stream yesterday and I was telling y'all about interviewing at 92.3 for their street team, I thought that was my way into the door. And I thought that I was going to be a DJ for real. Like I thought that was going to be my career, bro. I still want to DJ every single day of my life. I'm listening to music every single day. I'm thinking about getting back on the deck, on the set. Every single day I'm thinking about like chasing those opportunities to play music live in front of people. So there will be a time, I don't know when, now that I have time, thank God, now that I have the free time, you will see me get back on the ones and twos. You will see me return. You will see your boy get back on the deck because now I can actually like, hi Instagram. Instagram, say what's up. Let me show the folks. Instagram, look, we got the monitor for Twitch. This is behind the scenes content right here. This is the StreamYard. But let me get y'all set up, yo. Number one Edge says, Keith, how's the fam? Good. I'm doing this live at 5, and I've been doing these live at 5s before they come home. Let me get this mic right. There we go. All right, mic is good. So let's try this again. Let me put the DJ equipment away. But like just to let y'all know, I have two 15-inch powered JBL speakers in this apartment. If I wanted to get the police called here right now, I could set them up and I could boom this place with this deck. This is it's not new. It looks new because I don't use it. This is a Pioneer DDJ SR2. It's a simple controller, right? If you notice, it's just 2 channels. It gets the job done. And I will return to DJing at some point. There will be a party one day that you'll be invited to, and you won't know what the party is. You'll probably know. I'll probably have to tell you. It'll be my party, and I'll be hosting the party on the mic, and then I'll be like, yo, I'm about to do a DJ set, 1 hour DJ set. Yo, my boy Chris Knox says Lake House Thursdays. You already know. Mandarez7 says, Keith, miss you on the fan. Miss all of y'all and appreciate all y'all. And that's what I started the stream off with. Like, bro, the love that I've gotten from people, the emails, the direct messages, even the chat last night. I'm like, damn, yo. I'm overwhelmed with the support. So, hey, let's try and kick this rap again. And hopefully the sound is good enough because I think I saw Ben Valiant was like, yo, turn the volume up. Turn the volume up. All right, let's see. And hopefully it doesn't override on my my Instagram live. Yo. Let's see here. Let's try and do this together, folks. Okay, here we go. Week 14, NFL Wrap by yours truly, Keith McPherson.
4-7 The Block and our sister station 101.9 WFAN present the quickest New York football preview with WFAN weekday evening host Keith McPherson.
I got one more for 1 minute, man. Thank y'all for listening. New York football's trash. I couldn't think of a synonym. Let's start with Dart. The way he plays is not smart. I guess he won't learn until he ends up on the cart.
Damn.
Speaking of carts, what's up with Abdul Carter? They had to bench him again, son. You are not the starter. Thinks he's Darth Vader, man. You are not the father. That rookie contract couldn't be much larger. Wow. Fire Joe Shane and get a win on the bye now. Here comes the team from MIAMI. Dolphins. Last week, the Jets were able to fly high. Now their advantage again will be the weather outside. Them Florida boys gonna be cold when they land. The Jets' whole game plan stop 7-8-10, and if they can, somehow they'll get a win. I gotta close with my Monday night pick again. After back-to-back L's, they can't lose to LA. Jalen Carter won't play, but Justin Herbert's okay. Yeah. 2-8-4 teams looking eye to eye. Philly takes the win, and their fans take over SoFi.
Okay. I know there's a lot going on. Let's see if Instagram is still with us. I know Instagram. Okay, Instagram is still with us. Twitter is still with us. YouTube is still with us. Twitch is still with us. Let's go. Friday. We vibing. All right. Now let's get to some of the chat and stuff. From the top, man. Oh, and my laundry just stopped. I don't want to hear the chimes go off. Hey. Yeah. So anyway, folks. All right. So boom. All right. Here we go. Check. KM, you already know I'm vibing, bro. Friday, bro. You know, it's Friday. You ain't got no job. Pam goes, "What's up, Keith?" I appreciate Pam. I've been telling Pam that pretty much like, I don't know, all the time. Happy birthday. Happy belated again, Pam. Pam is somebody who has been so supportive of me from the radio, listening to the radio, calling my show. She'll show up to Yankee Stadium for Keith McPherson event. She will show up to Keith McPherson watch party at Billy's for the postseason. And you know what she does to show up? Every social media platform and every live stream, she first on it. Give it up for Pam. Yeah, give it up for Pam. I think I can. This is where I hit the applause. Intense applause. Yeah, give it up for Pam. Shout out to Pam. Who else is in the chat? Early gang. Kevin Cotto says, "Happy Friday, broski. Happy Friday." Instagram, no chats right now. I'll get to y'all in a second. Instagram, I'll get to y'all. Ed Longo on Instagram goes, "You gonna do a pod?" I feel like that's basic. Like, I feel like I did 4 or 5 podcasts before I got on the radio. Of course I could fire up a pod, but not today. Not today. And when I do a pod, right? Joe says, "What's next, Keith?" You're watching what's next. We see what's about to happen next. Okay. But when I do fire up a pod, folks, it's not just going to be some janky podcast. Why would I just fire up a janky pod? I'm not doing that. But stay tuned, because when you see if the pod is what I decide to do, which I think I'm going to have that vertical. And if you notice, I've waited, right? And let's go back in time. Ray is out here. Shout out to Ray too. Ray is another person riding super hard for me. I appreciate you, Ray. Man, why am I blurry right now? Why my camera blurry right now, bro? It's blurry on YouTube, but it ain't blurry on the back end here. We gotta fix something real quick. Let me check. Is it the internet? Like I said, I got a lot going on here now. Hold on. Let me see. Can we sharpen up this camera on the back end? Can I go to the Elgato software and sharpen up? Can I sharpen up the camera for people? This camera's fine. My iPhone camera's fine. I got to get the new iPhone. Me and my guys from New Haven support you, Keith. Appreciate it. Right. Karan is on Instagram now. He says it's not blurry on Instagram. Okay. I think we're back because it's not blurry on Twitter either. And you know what? I did hardwire in to my modem, to help the connection. I don't know what to tell y'all. Let me see something. I'll put up this slate for a second. Okay. We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Where will Cody Bellinger sign, or will Cody Bellinger sign with the Yankees? I hope so. I hope so. Because if he doesn't, then what are Yankees going to do? They're not going to pay Kyle Tucker. Oh, we back. Yo, the camera is now HD again. We back. We good. I'm not tripping off Cody Bellinger in the cold stove. The Yankees are not inspiring any confidence right now. Does anyone else feel underwhelmed? Does anyone else feel like this is going to suck? Does anyone else that's a Yankee fan feel like, whatever, wake me up when December ends? The winter meetings are coming up next week, and we'll be live here on Keith McPherson brand, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, everything else. But I'm not pumped up for that. I'm more pumped up to watch JMU play Troy tonight. Will the Yankees sign the Japanese player at third base? No, I don't think so. I don't think they're going to get Tatsuya Imai either. I did read a rumor that they're interested in Michael King, and that's an actual second tour that I would love to have because Michael K. Shout out to Kaster, though. Michael King as a starter versus Michael King as a reliever is different, and we need a starter to fill in. But, okay, now that we're back live, you guys have heard my rap for this week. Let's go to the chat, because what would you be live streaming a live at 5 for where it says, let's chat about anything, and then you don't chat about anything? Karan, I've shouted out a bunch. He said, I dig the lighting. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of compliments on the lighting. Right now, we got the purple hue. But we also can do this. Like, check me out. We can go down with this. Boom. Right. I just want to take it down. I really want to take it down. I just want to take it down. Now we got a different type of scene. Now we just got straight up purple vibes for the Dukes, and it's a little more chill, but it's really dark. So let me hit a little bit of the brightness here. Is my mic still good? My mic's still good. Let me put my hair. Yeah, so what I was saying, what are you running the mic into? Ben, message me, bro. Ben, send me an email if you want to know how my setup is rocking. This is one of the first Shure MV7 microphones that came out. If you see a lot of podcasters with them and it has the green lights, this one does not have the green lights. One, I broke it. Two, I was on that so early. Like I was at the Ocean Guitar Center. I was one of the first people to buy one. I was there the day that they put them out. I wouldn't even make that up. It was had to be 2019. So I'm running a Shure MV7 mic into a Wave XLR MIDI piece right here into my MacBook. This is a MacBook. I don't know. I bought this. This is a MacBook Pro, November 23rd, 14-inch. I don't know. It's a good MacBook. It's good enough. It's a newer MacBook. I have a Elgato Facecam 4K Pro running up here. Elgato 4K Pro. I have an iPhone 15 running right here. I do need to get the actual new iPhone. Because honestly, like, I need to get the new iPhone. What are your thoughts? Will the Dodgers have a? I need to bring this closer. What are your thoughts? Will the Dodgers have a GHRE? Have a what? What does that mean? Like the new Insta Live feeds, my friend. Keep up the great work. I will. I cannot wait for you guys to actually like continue to watch me evolve and follow me in what I do. And it's the conversations that I've been having, the ideas I've thrown at people. Man, it feels amazing to like actually get to a point in your life and career where you've done enough and you're respected enough, and you say something and people are like, yeah, let's do it. You know, when you get to a point where people are like, actually, you know, we would love to try something like that with you, Keith. You're the right guy for it. And you know me, I'm like, I'm not the best looking guy, but I model a little bit. I'm not the best rapper. I'm not a rapper, but I rhyme a little bit. I'm not the best radio host, but I know how to host a radio show. I don't know everything about sports, but I know a little bit, man. We could do something. OG, Hoboken, no joking, Hoboken, we outside. Hoboken people, my Hoboken people, stay tuned. 2 events coming up in Hoboken that we're talking about. The year is ending. One, I want to get in before the year ends, where you can pull up. We're going to be live and we're going to be doing stuff. This is early stuff for people, Hoboken, Jersey City, in this area, like a vibe to come out and kick it. You know, drinks, food, all that stuff. Hey, Keith, question. When did you have the Yankees MTA map from? I need a, where did you get the Yankees MTA? So this Yankees, I was explaining this. This Yankees MTA map came from J-Mac Customs. And quickly, I'll say it again. You guys saw, oh my God, and the OMG sign that the Mets had up. J-Mac Customs made that sign. He is an artist. He's a cool dude. And he is one of my favorite Met fans because we went from going back and forth with each other, kind of trolling online, to, you know, him kind of just like meeting me in person and trying to tell his Mets fan community, like, yo, Keith McPherson's a good dude. And he made me this, and he sent it to WFAN. And I remember showing it on the live there, and I brought it home, and it is a piece that I was like, bro, I got a perfect spot for that. When I do my lives, it's going to be right behind me. In New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of, there's nothing you can do. All right, I already hit y'all with the bars for the week. Let me bring this a little closer. Little yeah. Let's see. Oh, we were talking about kids before. Kevin says, I have 2 under 2. I don't know what I did with all my time when I was in my 20s. Okay, exactly, Kevin. I can't imagine having another kid right now. I'm working towards it. What's your thoughts on the Baseball Classic? Saw Judge at the World Cup picks. I'm excited for the World Baseball Classic. I'm trying to go. I might see you in Miami if you're going to World Baseball Classic. I'll probably be at spring training, so why wouldn't I slide from Tampa to Miami and see the World Baseball Classic? Will the Yankees sign Bellinger? I think in the last 2 weeks when I've been doing live streams, that question has been asked 200 times. I think that's the Yankees' top target. I think Cody Bellinger wants to be a Yankee, but money talks. And if Steve Cohen and the Mets are going to try and run up that price, Scott Boras is going to push his client to the direction of taking the most money. Kevin said, run that back. We did. Turn my headphones up. Yeah, so if you're just joining us now, whether you are on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, or Instagram, I played my Friday rap, and it's for week 14. You can hear it now on 94.7 The Block, but I will also clip it up and post it on my social media. So, it'll pop back up. OG from Hoboken says, I'm glad you got away from WFAN. OG, I was at WFAN on Wednesday. I was at the March of Dimes dinner or luncheon with our boss and with Dave Sims and Keith Rad and Gio, Greg Giannotti. And I wasn't. It's funny how many people think I like ran away from WFN or got away from WFN. I got away from working nights. That's it. I got away from being up at night. I tweeted out something the other day about how like I was having headaches going to bed and having headaches waking up because my body was trying to adjust to going to sleep at regular time. You should do a set for the chat. I will. I will definitely DJ. I will definitely do a DJ set, but the thing is you can't monetize that. I am working on getting it set up where I can hear the music in my headphones and it can play through the like TikTok live or StreamYard live, because I'm in an apartment building where if I actually play the music live, there's going to be complaints. Keith, did you see my question where you got Yankee subway map? Yes. What's your number one MC? Me was Nas. Me was Hove. I was listening to a lot of Hove today, yesterday. Hove for me. Let me turn this light back on. Give it a little more back. I was listening to a lot of HOVA. The Blueprint 2, baby, on the way. HOVA. I got my mojo back, baby. I'll behave. You can stream to IG through StreamYard with an RSS. Yeah, I know, but if you stream through StreamYard to Instagram, you can't see the comments, right? So like Pecan536 on Instagram says, so no more WFAN. My contract is not up. I'll leave it at that. My contract is not up. I'll leave it at that. But Ben, trust me, I know, bro. I read about all this stuff. I know I've checked all these things, and I have a lot. It's landscape feed, Ben says, but you'll get higher audio quality. It'll go live at the same time as YouTube. I've done it. I used to live stream my WFAN show through StreamYard, and I would put it on Instagram, and people would be like, yo, did you see what I said in the Instagram chat? And I'm like, no. How's the fantasy team locked in or fighting for a playoff spot? My fantasy team is in first place. And you know what I did this year? I stopped playing in 3 leagues, and we created one. And shout out to Angry Mike on Twitter. He basically set it up where he said, see if you could beat Keith in fantasy football. And I don't claim to be the best at fantasy football, but currently right now, my team is, I think, 9-4, and the losses that I've had are their losses that really grind my gears because they're losses by a couple points. Let me see if I can even go back and look. Like, it's stupid losses. Oh wait, nobody cares about my fantasy team that much. Request to be in your live. I don't need anybody. I don't need a co-host. We're not looking for a co-host. Keith, can we get the revival of Talking Nets? I was having those conversations for years. I brought Talking Nets to Odyssey with me. It's not lucrative it's not even lucrative. It's not profitable. The long and short of it is the Nets aren't good enough. They don't have enough fans. We don't have enough Nets fans. And once I had my son, the time that it took to shoot the podcast, edit the podcast, upload the podcast, do the YouTube, do the Instagram, do the Twitter, do the Facebook, tweet the games. It's like the amount of work for the return did not make sense. Now, if the Nets somehow return to glory in the next couple years, and let's say I'm a bigger entity where I have more followers, more money, and more people, you know how we can revive Talking Nets? I'll build a team of Nets fans and be like, yo, this team is good. Let's start the podcast. And I'll come back in and I still own all the IP. I still own all of that property. When I left John Boy, one of the conversations I had with John Boy was he didn't care. You can keep the name at Talking Nets and that branding, and I'll never come after you like, hey, Talking Nets was ours. So wait for it one day, and I would love to revitalize that when the time is right. Back to StreamYard though, you need more soundproofing. So what you're hearing, if you're hearing the echo, this is open air. Once you get past here, there is no door on this third room. It's more like a dining room. I I don't know what they even call this third room, but it's not a bedroom. It's just like an office space. So what I am gonna do is get like a soundproof curtain, or maybe build a wall. Go to Home Depot, get wood, and buy some Oralex. Yo, shout out to Will. Will, you know the deal, bro. Like, we were doing Talking Nets. Will was on Talking Nets with me, but like, when I was doing Talking Nets, I was paid by John Boy, and it was part of John Boy Media. Then I left John Boy and I brought it to Odyssey, WFAN Odyssey with me, and I had some help there. And it was me and Hudson Flynn, and then it was me, Hudson Flynn, and Rob, and it was who else after that? Why am I blanking? I'm so stupid. I like can't think of. I can't think of my own Talking Nets host. I'm ashamed. Alex Azarm, but why am I blanking on my guy's name that helped us out the 1 year? I'm on live, I'm on the spot, and that's a terrible drop. I've got too much on my mind. I can't even think of his last name, and I know who he is. And when he sees this or gets back to him and he sees this clip, he's going to be like, "You're a POS. How did you forget my freaking name, bro? Has it been that long? Did I not mean anything at all to you?" I'm going to be like, "Nah, bro, you helped us tremendously. But at the same time," now I got to go find the name, because I'm like, this is stupid that I can't think of Buddy's name. He's a professional. And he's done a ton of business and other things. He was with Sports Illustrated. Somebody in the chat, throw the name out there. You guys know it. You know how I can find his name? Because I can go on my phone. I'm like, bro, why can't I think of bro's name? I'm terrible, bro. People probably think I'm POS. He hosted one season with us, and he helped us out a lot. And like, we didn't make that much money. I remember being disappointed with Robin Lumberg. I remember being disappointed with what I was able to pay him after everything was said and done. I was like, well, damn, bro, like my bad. I wish we had more money. I wish that Talking Nets was more successful. Okay, that's Mike is back on. Jeter says, how many games will you try to attend? How much money will they try to spend? That's a bar. How many games will you try to attend? It depends. How much money will they try to spend? If the Yankees spend money, and if the Yankees actually field a good team, then I'm up there. It's up. I'll be at the stadium all the time, If this is freezing for you, it was because I was connecting this microphone. But also, this is on Twitch, this is on YouTube, this is on Twitter. So if it sucks on Instagram, I need to get the new iPhone, and you can literally close the Instagram app, and I'll be live till 6 o'clock on YouTube. Search McPherson Brand. Twitter, search Keith McPherson. Twitch, search Keith McPherson. But yeah, if the that's why I always say about the Yankees, right? The Yankees business is, we're the New York Yankees. We're so famous that our players don't need names on the back of their jerseys. So go out and field the team of star players. Oh, we got Aaron Judge. That's not enough. Clearly, that's not enough. Okay, so let's go back. Media King, catch on all platforms. Yeah. No shade to anybody at WFAN, but there are no other radio hosts at WFAN that could stop working their radio job at WFAN and just fire off what I've fired off. But that's because I don't simply come from it. I was born in it. I've been doing this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Kevin says, miss you on the fan. I miss all of you. And like, that, I will say, was the biggest thing that I like really felt, but also really considered. You know how many nights I got on air where I was like, yo, my motivation to be here was not money. My motivation to be there wasn't even like fame and notoriety. My motivation was like, bro, somebody's in their truck tonight that needs this show. Somebody's in bed tonight and they had a rough day, but they need to laugh. You know, somebody's going through something tonight and they need me to talk about the Yankees or whatever it is to, you know, get them through. So, you know, what I'll say about the whole, like, we miss you stuff too. Good. Because it's nice to be missed. It makes your presence really felt. You don't know what you've got until it's gone. And when you're not there, you don't get taken for granted. When you're absent, it hits different. So that's because you're from Monmouth County. We know how to hustle. Exactly. Wavy, baby. That's what I tried to tell him. Where was I? I was in Brooklyn. And where you from? I'm from Monmouth County. What? Not Kings County, Monmouth County. The Jersey Shore, down by the beach, boy. Wavy, baby. There's a reason that I flow like this. Okay, back to the chat over here. Dynamite says it was crystal clear. At this point, I just look forward to going to the stadium. Yo, Karan, you're right about that. At this point, whatever team that the Yankees field, you should just be happy to go to the stadium and chill and vibe with people. Michael says, will you do occasional fill-in shows? I don't make those decisions. But you can hear right from the horse's mouth, the host's mouth. I'm down. I've been doing these live shows a lot. I'm down to get back on the airwaves, but that might not be something that materializes in the near future. That's not on me to decide. Dynamite says, now this is KM to the AM feels. Exactly. We're vibing. I played the beats. No calls, but I am working on the call component. Were you offered or even considered the afternoon show? No. And honestly, what I'll say, I don't feel any type of way about that. I don't feel slighted by that. I made my decision after the World Series. So in the cadence of things, maybe it wasn't even, I don't know, maybe it wasn't even an option. But like also in my heart of hearts, I don't ever think that I would have been the guy chosen to be paired with Craig over Big Mac or over anybody else. You got to understand in business that there is seniority, there is time, and there is tenure. And you got to understand that, like, there's a pecking order and the public decides my rank. But, like, inside the building, bro, I'm the youngest guy. I've been there the least amount of time. And the afternoon drive is like the mecca. It's like the you know, coveted position. It's the big show. So to go from unknown to nighttime for 4 years to the big show, I never really thought that was a thing. I was saying last night, so many of you would call and be like, yo, Keith, you're the best on the station. You deserve a better time. It's like, yo, Keith, I love your show. Can't wait. Yo, can't wait till they put you on during the daytime. Or like, I remember somebody said something to me like, I forget how he worded it, but I didn't take it personal. I just corrected him. He's like, oh, like, you know, keep working, bro. One day you're going to be big time. And I'm like, I'm already big time. Oh, here's what he said. He said, it's like, you know, one day you're going to be on the marquee. And I'm like, I'm already on the marquee. The nighttime doesn't establish my rank. Like, I don't know how to express it in a respectful way. No disrespect to anybody else, the bosses, the people that make the decisions. I came in as a unknown with no radio experience, and I took the nighttime spot over after Steve Summers retired. I came in, I worked on my craft, I developed my sound, I developed my skills, I developed my show. And now that that's not there, like, we're going to see. We're going to see. Like, we're going to see. My rank will be determined by the outside world. There are a ton of people thinking that I'm going to disappear. There's a ton of people thinking that I'm going to fail. And as long as there are air in my lungs, as long as God is waking me up in the morning, I'm going to hustle and work. And I don't know failing. I don't know how to lose. I've got to this point, you know. Keith, my G, thank you for responding to my comment last vid. Jack G from Seahawk is miscalling you. I respond to everybody. But I did make a decision last night. I felt the love when we got that Grossi Posse raid. I did feel the love where I was like, love only. The love overpowers the hate, and I only have a limited time on stream. So why would I acknowledge a hater when there's so many people showing love that want to be acknowledged? I did make a decision last night. We're gonna only acknowledge the love. Let's see. In the chat, Cletos says, "What's up, Keith?" And let's say, if Dead Woman would have blown all those aids, you would have had a better position going into the playoffs. You never know. I don't know what that means. Oh, if Devin Williams auto-corrected in the Instagram chat to Dead Woman. I don't know why your phone is auto-correcting Devin Williams to Dead Woman. Hopefully you're not talking about any dead women a lot. I don't know what's going on there. Aries says there is a pecking order. Such is life. You work at a job right now where you don't even realize there is a pecking order. You might have left a job where you do realize that there is just a rank, a hierarchy. There is just like of order of operations that are based off of more people putting in more time. I remember watching this wrestling documentary, and they were talking about, it was Bam Bam Bigelow, and it was how great Bam Bam Bigelow was, and he kind of burst on the scene, but he was very green. And the wrestlers that had been there before him that didn't have his swag, didn't have his star power, shout out to Bam Bam Bigelow, wavy baby again. Shout out to Shane, the whole Bigelow family. I went to school with Shane Bigelow. We won the state championship together. When Bam Bam Bigelow started wrestling, he was very green, but there was something about him where they knew he was going to be a star, but the other wrestlers made him earn his rank, right? You got to put in your time. But what I find in 2026, because of the power of social media, because of followers, because of influencer marketing, because everybody can freaking see you now, 4 years on the radio was like 8. It's accelerated. It's doubled. like, bro, just give me some time, bro. You're going to see, bro. You're going to see, bro. I'm trying to hit the Instagram chat because the Instagram chat is rolling. Death Before Docker says nighttime on WFAN is big time. What I also said about that is this is Market One. This is the city that never sleeps. Hundreds of thousands of people are aware of me through 4 years of that nighttime show in New York. Good, bad, indifferent. Like, that platform is massive, and I think I definitely used it to my advantage. Yo, Death Before Dockers is killing it in the chat. He says, fortune favors the brave. You will be fine. If you're on my Facebook, what does my Facebook say? My Facebook says, fortune favors the bold. It's basically the same thing. Tony T says, my guy, I love listening to you. And here I am. Here I am on multiple platforms for you to listen to. The future, right? The radio, it'll never disappear. It'll be there. Chris says, you were hands down the best host on WFAN, Keith. I will always support you, brother. Appreciate it. And like, to each his own, we all have our opinions. I think I'm the best as well. I think for sure. I listen to the radio station all day. I think I'm the best as well. And you have to think you're the best. In anything you do, if you play football, you need to think you're the best. If you drive, Lyft, Uber, you need to think you're the best. Because everything starts in your mind, and confidence is the first thing. As soon as you start thinking someone's better than you, then they are. You know, your thoughts become things. If you believe you're the best, you can be the best. If you believe you're the worst, you'll be the worst then. Tony says, we need to get you the spot with Carton. I don't think anybody can get that done. Yo, Keith, what's good? Let's go Yankees all day. Yeah, let's go though. Like, let's go. Winter meetings. Let's go Yankees. Can we get Cody Bellinger done? Can we get Michael King? Tatsuya Imai? Something. I don't know. I just don't think they're going to do much. Right? D. Sanchez says Bam Bam was the truth. Hell yeah, he was. But like, Keith McPherson is the truth. I use the example of Bam Bam as a young wrestler entering WWF, and older wrestlers saying, you got to pay your dues. You got to put in your time. Listen, social media and digital stuff has changed all of that. You can accelerate yourself. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to do your time. You're like, the people will dictate who and what you are. If you've got motion, it can't be denied. It can't be denied, bro. Like, and I won't be denied because look at what I'm doing. Shout out to Nightmare because he's got the fry lock on the stream. Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler, the Aqua Team. Cause we are the Aqua Teams. Make the homies say ho and the honeys want to scream. I need to watch that. It's been a minute. I don't even know if I said the words right. But he goes, you can expose WFAN now that you resigned. I have nothing to expose. I've been telling y'all the truth. And like, there's going to come a point in time, I think this is probably the last day, right, where I'm just like, there's no more talking about it. Like, there's nothing crooked going on that I knew about. There was nothing, like, I didn't see the writing on the wall. I wasn't Nostradamus. I was tired. I did 4 years. I ran my race. I knew I was done when I got to 4 years. I didn't know anything about Craig. How about your Cowboys? Typical, predictable, folded. They beat the Eagles. They beat the Chiefs. Oh, we them boys. Last night I was on the stream and I'm like, yep, they're going to fold. CeeDee Lamb, hopefully he's all right. He's concussed, out of the game. George Pickens shows the world why Mike Tomlin and the Steelers didn't rock with him and he doesn't deserve a $125 million contract. They turn the ball over. The defense can't hold. And yeah, it's going to be tough for them to get there. Aries says, Bam Bam, RIP. Steve from Freehold says, so glad you found a medium to still do your thing. I always had this medium and I wasn't able to pour into it the way that I wanted to because I kept the main thing. Every day I would get up and I would read articles. I would be on Twitter. I'd be putting stuff together for my nighttime show because that was a massive audience and I always wanted to be prepared. I wanted to kill it and I wanted to make sure that I delivered for whomever was listening, whether it was their first time, second time, 102nd time. I kept the main thing. There will be a new main thing, but in the interim, this is now the main thing. What we're doing with $22 million for Trent, what a waste. Yeah, and I don't know, bro. I don't want to talk about Trent Grisham anymore. D. Sanchez says, yo, you're not on the Fan anymore? Clearly you don't listen to the Fan that much, my boy. Clearly you don't listen that much. Steve goes, I think you're the best as well. Thank you. If one person said they thought that Keith McPherson was the best after listening to me for 4 years, that'd be enough. And there's way more than one. So I thank you all. My wife said she never fanboyed in her life. She's a fanboy for me. Your wife? That would be a fangirl. That'd be a fangirl. Right. Can you ever take phone calls like a regular talk show? Chris, yes, I'm looking into it. I do believe there is a way through StreamYard to integrate the phone calls and not with Google Voice leaving voice messages where I will be able to hit a button, play something, and then, throw the headphones on and it's like, okay, let's go to Chris Nalina 755 out in Ronkonkoma. And then you come, hey, Keith, how's it going, man? How excited are you for the Sun Belt Championship between Troy and James Madison University tonight? Hey, thanks for the call, man. I'm pumped. This is just another step in James Madison University on the national stage, getting what they deserve, what the university has worked for, the dreams that they had when I was a 17, 18-year-old kid looking to go there. Let's go Dukes tonight. Absolutely got to blow out Troy. Leave no doubt that they should be in the college football playoff. 888-808-1019. Just like that. Like I'm never gonna not be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna like I just went through a 4-year education on how to do a radio show in the toughest market to do one on the first ever sports radio talk set. Like I'm not gonna forget how to do that. I'm not gonna forget how to do that. Speaking of Trent, my last call was in favor of Trent. People sleep on him and don't realize the problem is Anthony Volpe being our shortstop and we have no pop at third base. Listen, bruh, there's a few problems. But speaking of problems, I got like 5 minutes to get out of here. So let me do this. Let me hit the Instagram chat first and we'll clear that. I think you should leave the airwaves, though, only because we need you managing the Yankees. You're the best. I would hate to be the manager of the New York Yankees. Is this the year Mattingly gets in? Yes. Speak it into existence. There's no reason to not. Also, don't let people don't let your people didn't do your time. 4 years is don't let people think you didn't do your time. 4 years is a long time. In my business, if you spend 4 years with a company, you're a company man and you're golden. Yeah, but like you got to measure it against everybody else at WFAN. So whatever my 4 years was, add 4 years to everybody else's that was at like 8, 12, 16. You're not jumping those people. And I don't care. Like I know the simple math of it, right? I'm never going to have more time and tenure than Evan Roberts, Tommy Lugauer, Sean Morash, Chris McMonagle. I wouldn't even mention Tiki. Tiki is a NFL legend, like it's a different thing. I wouldn't mention Boomer, NFL legend. Greg Giannotti, Sal Licata, BT, and shout out to BT and Sal. We'll see what happens. Like I cannot stress enough that the reason that I stopped doing what I was doing was mental health and chaos in my home and getting my priorities in order. If I was the Amazon packer that was working at night in the same situation, they would have probably just moved me to the day, but I would have stopped doing nights. In my public facing position, there was no other opportunity for me full-time during the day. So I stepped down from my full-time position. That's it, bro. What do Frankie Montas, Clay Holmes, and Juan Soto and Devin Williams have in common? The same thing that Tim LaCastro, Luis Severino, Ben Gamble, Dylan Betances, they all have. Best of luck. Gonna miss you on WFAN, but know you will be successful moving forward. Self-confidence is key. You got it. Say hi to Tune. I'm more confident than I've ever been. I'm more confident than I've ever been. Thank you. And Tune is somewhere. I got to get her. You thinking of maybe doing another podcast with a co-host as well as solo? Yes, and it's easy to do. I have a RSS feed saved right now for whenever I want to launch that. But like, it's bigger than that now. I am not an unknown person starting a podcast like I once was. If I return to the podcast space, I'm returning to the podcast space with high quality audio, video, and streaming capabilities. So like you shall see. The Mets love our sloppy seconds. Of course they do. Cam, you paved your own way. It's the start, not the end. Exactly. Always respectful, responsive, and an easy listen. Godspeed. Let's go Yanks. VJM, thank you, bro. Hope Sirius XM can sign you now that you left WFAN. Your future is only on the rise. Appreciate it, JR. That could happen. But also, I remind folks, for all of the goofies that are like, they didn't renew your contract, my contract is not up. I'm still under contract. Tony T says, are we getting Tatis? I guess, if Tatis gets traded, but that would be in the event that we don't get Bellinger. Will you do the side TV like debate media, first take or FS1? Sure, I'd love to put on a suit and get on set. That's how, Danielle says, that's how Knicks Fan TV does it. You should reach out to CP. CP already reached out to me. Let's clear these and then we'll finish here. Keith, Steve was the king for 30 plus years on the Fan. He passed the crown to you. You were the best. Nights are empty without you. Good. That's high praise. Steve is the king. How many kids does Steve have? Steve started in what year? Steve has no social media. It's just like it's a way different atmosphere. It's a way different terrain. Malik said, come to open gym to hoop. I will. Text me what date and time you want me to come to the open gym to hoop. I have free time. I will come play. And I'm running y'all over football style. Don't call fouls. I am Missy B says, hi, Keith. Hi, Missy B. Bellinger staying with the Yanks. Melito says, I guess that's the most popular question in all of these lives. KM to the PM. All right, we're going to close Instagram down. Do you listen to Christian music as well? No, but I'm a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. I am a Christian. Keith, you still a Nets fan? Yeah, of course. Hot Stove on Yes was depressing. I didn't watch. Melito says, I respect your content. Belly coming back. I don't know. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Send. Okay. I'm out of here on Instagram, and we're going to shut down this on, we're coming here next. Share. Live today. Share. Okay. Now that's shared and that's done. Now I got to speed through this chat right here. Let me see here. Because I've neglected y'all. Okay, where I was just bought some time. Okay, sorry. I'm on live. My wife just hit me. Let me see. Okay, boom. So I got to wrap this up in a couple minutes. Wifey is coming home with the baby, so it's about to be time to go. Let's see. In your opinion, who do you think will make a better head coach for the Giants, Mike McCarthy or Mike Tomlin? Mike McCarthy. I don't think Mike Tomlin's leaving the Steelers, and Mike McCarthy is a free agent. I'm not happy with Yankees hot stove. Misunderstanding. I meant do your own thing. Working nights is hard. Bellinger is not even a Yankee now. He's a free agent. Hello, KM to AM. Lone Silencer, appreciate you. Why did you quit WFAN to become a streamer? Like, that's such a basic, like that's such a pequeño poco. Like, Jackson Black, I've seen you in the chat a bunch of times. Appreciate you, bro, and WFAN. Like, you've been asking these same questions for days. Like, that's such a small-minded way to look at it. And if you just go back and look at all my videos, you can get the answer for yourself. It's a ball bouncing. It's a car driving around. I never get how it's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Instead of Belly Tucker, how about Alonzo trading for Stephen Kwan? They're not going to trade for Stephen Kwan. And I don't think they're going to get Belly or Tucker. You need to go to live events. I will. I will. But I'm not a Nets fan. I don't go to the Nets games, but you will see me outside. Are you going to work with Yes? I don't know. You need to work. It's not easy. Believe. I sweated my ass off to get where I am now. I had nothing. Now I have everything. It took 20 years. I'm 38 now. What? I've been working. Still working. You're Ariel. You are just profiteering. Yeah, I don't know. I was questioning leaving WFAN. You have more freedom. I do, and more sleep time and more family time. I know nobody get that more views than this. This is not good. No, it's perfectly fine. You're anonymous commenting on my situation. Streaming world is different. Like, I don't know how many times I got to tell you guys as well. This is not my end all be all. Like, please just go look at LinkedIn and look up my resume and just please, like, expand your mind. Your motivation was money. It's obvious, not talent. Like this is such a small brain thing. Please just honestly think about it. Do I need to just be an at-home streamer? It's just funny. Like, if you think this is all I'm gonna do with my life, it's I guess it's a wait and see type of thing. Yeah, I made all of this happen in my entire life. Exactly. You sound like a hater, bro. There's always haters. And you know what I said? We're going to ignore the haters. So we're going to ignore the rest of the comments that came from Jackson Black. Well, you never left. You just elevated. Yeah, and that's all I'm going to do. Yankees are mid, Keith. I know. They seem super mid right now. Once I hear Monmouth County, I automatically think Jersey. That's where we from. You still going to get free tickets to games? Most likely. Maybe not from WFAN, but like, I'm going to get free tickets for sure. Let's see. Ignoring haters. Ignoring the racism in the chat and scrolling through so we can get to 6:00. Keith, you did you. I know. Yanks need to trade for Paul Skeens. One door opens, another one opens. Or one door closes, another one opens. Another 10. Keith, I was mad as hell when you switch over your feed to fan. Thank God you're back. Now, there was a community that was building here on YouTube when I was streaming my radio show on YouTube, and then we started streaming on WFAN, and it was a little different. It did not have as much motion, so now we're back. Bro, I'm just going to. I just had to clear his comments, bro. I'm flattered always by people, but some people are so dumb. People are really stupid. Like, and I hate to call people stupid, but it's like, think, use your brain, like use your brain. And if somebody's telling you, like, you don't have to think that much to put the dots together. Like you don't have to. And clearly you're a fan if you're in the chat talking about what I should be doing or should not be doing. And I appreciate that, but just use your brain and think. Maybe don't think. Maybe you're going to hurt yourself thinking so hard. I know you probably won't like this, but I'm thinking Jason Garrett for the Giants. If you think no way, Jason Garrett. My first WFAN show was the night that they fired Jason Garrett. No way. All right. Time to pick the king. Exactly. It is time to go, folks. So with that being said, thanks for watching. And to all the haters in the chat, never met a hater, and I'll never see you. So see you later. Bye-bye.